Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. Today I got so many requests to do something Call of Duty in honor of the new Black Ops 2 coming out. So I'm gonna make something really special. They use the color orange a lot, so I thought I'm gonna make a combo pumpkin bar yellow cake mix. The things that you will need today will be big mixing bowl, 1 cup of water, 1 egg, 1 stick of butter, I like to use Tillamook, half a pack of pumpkin bar mix, 1 box of yellow cake mix, a cake poker, pan baking spray, and a round 8-inch pan. And don't forget your bullets. So you just add all this in here. And then, remember, I already half emptied this, but just use half of this recipe. Smells like pumpkin. Once you've mixed all your batter, should look like that. It's kind of orange, smells delicious like pumpkin and gingerbread. You're gonna take ham bacon spray, spray the pan, and then pour all this batter in. Just dump it in there. Because it's so thick, what you're gonna wanna do is set your oven to 325, not 350. And you're gonna bake it for twice as long, for about 50 minutes, almost an hour. You can use a spatula to get the batter out of the bowl, like so. While our cake is baking, we are actually going to decorate our cake tray. So what we're gonna do is take orange frosting, and we're actually gonna frost the entire thing. Just unscrew, and just looks funny, but it will look good at the end. We'll take a spatula and spread it out. The cake's gonna sit in the middle, so if it looks a little bare in the middle, that's fine. You just wanna make sure to get the edges. Once you finish frosting your tray, I'm just gonna stick it on top of this so it catches all of the sugar. This is just orange sugar. You can order it online. I found it at a nearby cake store. And we're gonna open it up and sprinkle it around. If I can open it, I will do that. I'll make it rain, I'll make it rain, I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain, I'll make it rain, I'll make it rain. Perfect. And then you can just dump the excess sugar in there. No mess. Because the cake is still in the oven, it's gonna take a while to bake. I thought we could make all the decorative pieces that we would need out of fondant. I got the idea for this cake from a picture that Justine had tweeted a while ago. Ta-da! There it is. She was like, I like this cake, it's so cool. And I was like, I think that cake is cool too. I would like to make that. But I'm gonna put my own spin on it. I thought it needed a little bit more color, and it definitely needs some guns. But thank you, Justine, for the idea. YouTube love. So I'm gonna start with the bullets. I have this brown fondant. So you're rolling it out, making one side a little bit pointy for the tip of the bullet. Then you're gonna take this little tool, put 2 lines to look like the difference between the shell. This is gold edible spray paint. That's right, I don't even know they made this, but they do a lot of like cake airbrushing with this, with the fancy cakes. I'm gonna cover the tip of it and just spray this part of the bullet. Once your little bullet has dried, the gold paint has dried, you are gonna take ivory food coloring and a little paintbrush. You're just gonna dip it in and paint the tip of the bullet ivory. I did buy the color copper, and it just came out way too orange looking. So you're gonna wanna use ivory. For some reason, that looks like the copper that you want. Ta-da! Here's a bunch of the little bullets that I've been making for our bullet belt. Now, to make the little gun that I want on the top of my cake, I ordered this from, I think, ThinkGeek. I'll put a link below so you can go check it out. So I'm taking black fondant, and what you're gonna do is just push them into the mold, and they bend a lot, and that's okay. If you don't have black fondant, you can use black chocolate melts or gray chocolate, whatever you wanna do. And then you're gonna peel it out and cut off the excess fondant. Ready, set, whoop! Boom, look at that. Next, we're gonna be making a grenade. What I did is I took some fondant, rolled it kind of into an egg shape To get this color fondant, I just mixed gray fondant and black fondant. And it ended up looking a little bit green, a little bit metallic. So I got my little egg shape here. And what I did was take a toothpick and just press it in, get that grenade look. And then for the rest of the grenade, I just kind of eyeballed it. I was looking at a picture and just kind of shaping it to look like the top of a grenade. All right, he's ready to go. Look how cute he is. Now, for the last part of decoration, I'm going to make all of these little letters out of gray fondant and the block-ups too out of orange fondant. Cake's out of the oven. Make sure it's had plenty of time to cool before you do this. We are going to level the cake. I've set it to be about yay high. It was way too tall. I didn't need it to be this big. So what we're gonna do is just set the cake down and just saw through. And take off the top. And then we are going to frost the whole cake with cream cheese frosting. Just plop it on the top, then take your mustachiola and spread it around. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna put fondant on top of it, so just make sure that all of the sides are covered. We've just finished frosting the cake and we've rolled out all this black fondant. Just gonna pick it up. Ready? And gently place it down on the cake. And then all you need to do is press down on the edges all the way around the cake. Now you're just gonna take a knife and cut off the excess fondant all the way around the cake. Ta-da! We've got our cake covered with fondant on top of our really cool cake tray, and now we are just going to add all the decorative little pieces and put this thing together. Ta-da! We did it! We made this awesome sauce, Black Ops 2 cake. I love it. It's so much more colorful and it's even got the gun. So thank you, iJustine, for the idea. And remember, Nerdy Nummies comes out every Tuesday, so don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any other ideas for the next Nerdy Nummies, please leave me a comment below. I actually read them and I will do my best to make them happen. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye!